Hi guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning September 21st, 2015. This week I'm going to be using the Angel Chatter Archangel Oracle deck by Christine Alexandria, and for the color card I'm going to be using the Angel Feather Oracle by Michelle Newton. And then I will just read that to you and we will add that into the message. Oh, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can go to my website at angelsouls444.com. Just go to the services page. Make sure you pay attention to the wait time and follow the instructions. And if you would like to if you would like to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. Let's get into it. Is today Mercury retrograde? It is, isn't it? Makes sense. I had to start this video over a couple times. All right, that's cool. Anyway, what I've been saying for the past ones that I had to keep, redoing was that this whole theory of stop the judging, stop being so critical of others, stop questioning people's judgments. It's not for you to question. And it's so interesting. I've said this before in previous readings where I feel like the angels always prep me for the message to come up. And this past week, I have had people, whether, it was just like kind of like a little comment or whatever, I don't even think we realize how critical we are when we speak. And I've had people pass judgment on me. A lot of people, it was like, okay, I get it. Okay, this is like too weird. This isn't just normal life. This is you sending a signal here. People just questioning how I'm doing things, throwing their expectations on me. One person wrote a comment that because I look off to the side, that means I'm lying. Yeah, I don't think you can take like Psych 101 stuff and apply it to a channel reading. But thank you for your time. Good night. But anyway, it's just been stuff like that. And it made me feel, I'm very strong. And I have a thick skin. You have to in order to have a YouTube channel. But that kind of just, every single time somebody said that, it kind of hit me like, now why is that happening? Now come on now. And it's because of this. So I think I was supposed to experience that to pass along to you. Stop doing that to one another. Stop trying to find fault with what somebody else is doing, okay? Number one, it's ego. It's your ego flaring up, and it's feeding your ego, because when you're putting somebody else down, you're feeling better about yourself. Well, I guess that's the theory behind it. But you're really not doing anything but lowering your own vibration, okay? So watch that this week. Get into a state where, I heard, so it's non-judgment, no criticism, so we're carrying that message over from last week. And of course towards yourselves, because a lot of that, like we said before, it's projection. But now they're adding this new element onto this message this week, and that is to bring in the joy. To bring in the joy. And it's not joyful when you're putting other people down. It's not joyful when stuff is not going your way and you think, the universe has abandoned me. Yeah, they prep me for that message too. But, you got to get to a space going, okay, you know what, there's got to be some reason for this. And no, it's not like, cop out, let's just feel better about our lives kind of thing. Yeah, that's a real thing. You gotta stop listening to the people who are criticizing you for your beliefs, for how you approach life and what have you. And it's funny that I'm saying capture the joy. Let me just get into this first card that came out, and then I'll draw the other ones. This is Archangel Haniel. And Haniel is associated with joy. With the phases of the moon, with introspection, with the divine feminine. This card, now these are going to pick up kind of a little funny on camera, I think, but they're beautiful cards, okay? And the message and the energy of them, they're very powerful. And actually, when I do readings for myself, I usually use these. So hang in there with me, guys. And if you're like, I can't see the giant on it, just, I'm reading it to you, okay? You'll get the energy of it. It's fine. Archangel Haniel, loving truth. Speaking your truth, okay, not a delusion of criticism and trying to find fault in whatever anybody else is doing, saying, or being. Speaking your truth from the reservoir of love will attract all forms of love. Boom! And as I said that 444 on the camera, yes, that's a good reading already. I feel it. So here we go, guys. And there's apparently I wasn't saying it entirely. So there we go. There's more of what they were talking about. You're not in a space of love if you're going after people, and truth lives within love. So seek the truth this week. This isn't conspiracy theory stuff. This is more about seeking what your authentic nature is. Okay? Are you really a cruel human being? No? Then why are you acting like that at times? Okay? Now that's an important message for some of you out there. You know? If you've been through a lot of pain in your life, is it right then to turn around and put other people through pain because you've been in pain? Process your own things and don't throw it out onto anybody else. No one deserves that. Okay? So there's that one. Let's get the next card. Okay, now this is interesting. Archangel Thuriel, animals. Now, I think I first was exposed to Thuriel through Christine. It is Christina, right? Yeah, Christine Alexandria. And I've heard other people bring up this archangel kind of, I don't know if I'm saying this right. It feels like kind of like an aerial kind of energy through this angel. So I'm assuming this is the angel of, or archangel of animals. And it says animals. Let's strengthen your connection to the animal kingdom together. Now this is about grounding, I think, and finding your joy and peace through simple things, okay? Not that animals are simple, but I'm just saying, like, it can be simple to get outside and observe nature. It's right there. It's your gift, okay? And Gaia can always help you with ridding yourself of toxic emotions, toxic thoughts, okay? And again, they set me up for this because I have been going to the zoo like a mad woman. I just went there yesterday, petted the giraffes, because here at the one, you know, near me, they allow you to do that. So that's really interesting. Okay, so connecting with animals, getting grounded. There's a fuzzy. There it is again. It's like a little feather. Aw, thank you, angels. I don't know if that's a sign or just stuff being kicked up in my apartment. Whatever. Let's take it as a sign. Couldn't hurt, right? All right. Yes, here's our boy Raziel. Okay, so I got to do another aside. You ready for this? Everybody got all like, what? What was it? A couple weeks ago when Raziel was bringing through some messages, and then I just kind of stopped, and I was like, okay, well, that's as far as we're supposed to go. Please know that when whatever information is coming through and I'm supposed to give you, I give you. It was my bad to sit there and go, oh, I shouldn't. There's more coming, but I shouldn't tell you now. I imagine that's like watching a football game or something like that, and somebody pulls the plug on the TV right at a big prominent moment, and that's probably how you felt. If I feel pushed to do it, okay, not push, but like if I feel like Raziel wants me to, I will do like a Raziel special video. Now, there's no guarantee on that, so please don't be like, Michelle, where's that Raziel video? If it comes through, Raziel, I'll put it out to you right now. If you want me to do that, I will. I'll do that separately, okay? And we'll see what kind of stuff he's coming up with. But anyway, for our purposes here, Archangel Raziel is the card. Spiritual souls. You are a teacher and role model for all spiritual souls, especially children. Now, when this card, or a card like this comes up, and we tell people you're a spiritual teacher, there are a lot of people that take this way too far. And this still plays into the message for this week, because here we go again. You know, it's not just about judgment. It's also about self-righteousness. So you can teach by your example. You can help people by telling them what you've learned. But you should never come at people like, you're beneath me, you're my student. Okay? Like, we're all learning from each other here. Let there be some equilibrium going on there. And don't try to take your energy and separate it from other people's energy by, you know, putting yourself on a pedestal or something like that. I don't know why. I know these are kind of like shema kind of messages this week, but we need it, I guess. I don't know. They don't bring it up unless we need to hear it. So sorry if it seems mean or harsh, but keep yourselves in check. You are a spiritual teacher. You are here to sort of filter in information and feed it out to other people, but make sure you're doing it in the appropriate way. Okay? And the last card we have, before we go on to the color cards, we have Archangel Metatron. Right. This feels like this is for me. Your thoughts, emotions, and desires deserve to be written down. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a cathartic kind of exercise. For others, it's you have something you're supposed to be writing, an article, a book. You know, what you know and what you have to express is worth expressing. people would like to hear it. Okay, so get on out there, give it a go. Yes, and they're coming through and saying, now watch judging yourself. Don't sit there and go, well, I'm not a writer. I don't know how to write. I don't know. You're judging. You're judging. Let that go, okay? You're going to come in and you're going to let whatever your thoughts, emotions, feelings, whatever, come on out onto the page and let it be whatever it's going to be, okay? Let's get onto the color card. I was feeling like a magenta color. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, it's red. I thought it was magenta there for a second. I was like, woo. No, it's red angel feather. Take action now. The angels advise that a project or idea that you have been working on is finally nearing the point of transformation. Now, this has so many layers of meaning going on here. We just had that write card. So for some of you, this could be a writing project that you need to use this Mercury retrograde time to work on. Okay, don't run away with yourselves with Mercury retrograde. Okay, we don't want to blame everything on Mercury retrograde or stop your life because that's going on. You just got to be a little more careful, I guess, but live your lives, okay? But this take action now is turn your energy now, okay? Notice that big sort of overflow of message that came from last week. Take action on that. Be aware, okay? The other thing that this is feeling like is, because it's red, root chakra, yes, they're correlating that to when your sense of safety, which is in your root chakra, your sense of security, when that feels threatened, I'm hearing. When you feel rattled, you might go after other people. Maybe that's where some of the judgment and the criticism is stemming from, okay? So there it is. We're going to leave it there, and I'm going to get going on the October readings so I can hopefully get those edited and up in the next few days. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for your patience and your support all while I went through my big transition in my world. I'm still in the process of unpacking. I put my soundboard behind me so that you can't see the boxes that are stacked up behind it. So, for future videos, we probably won't have this gray background. But that's where we are right now. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your loving comments. And I even appreciate the people who come forward and prep me for the week's message. I know that you're being used as a divine messenger. So it was a pain in the butt, but thank you. All right, guys. Have a great week. I love you. Bye.